thank everyone. I want to especially thank everyone that made it tonight. Yeah, I've actually been hoping that one day I'm going to present, and today is that very day. Though, okay, me and him would know what's up, so I will leave it there so that we can go on. But first of all, I want to say a big thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for making it. Thank you for choosing FFX. Thank you for running with this vision. And I tell you the truth, is the best decision to make at this time and season. Okay, so I want to thank the leaders in the platform too. Thank you very much. So talking about Fuel Factor X, is an amazing product, and it is my privilege to run through it tonight. Being my first time, probably don't expect too much, but I'm going to give it my best. All right, Fuel Factor X, introducing it. It's going to help you save money. It's going to help you help your engine run better. And I tell you the truth, like it is written here, reduces emission, improves fuel economy, enhances performance, prolongs your engine. Yes, a lot of people have this experience already. And even more, I was with a very reputable personality this evening, and he decided to, he said, you know, he told me, he said, since from the day you gave me this Fuel Factor X sachet, I just, you gave me instruction like what native doctors give to people, you know. So don't look back, don't do that, don't do that. And he said, I followed it. And honestly, it is working. It is working. So prolongs engine makes everything work better. We have it in gallons. We have it in drums, as you can see. This big drum is 55 gallons. We have 5 gallons, and we have them in a gallon. We have them in sachet. And this is to tell you that Fuel Factor S is actually a wonderful product. Then I want to equally add up that it's been 30 years proven, where it's not new. A lot of people get Coach Josh, you are just going and going. So I don't know what is happening. Can it be controlled the way it's going? Thank you. The slide, can it be controlled? So go back a little bit so I can tell you when to go to the next page. Is that okay? Thank you. So can we go back a little bit? Good, let's stay here. So it's been a while. It's for 30 years. We have a 30 years history, and it makes a lot of people comfortable. Yes, it makes a lot of people comfortable. Now, a lot of people are not too comfortable when you say something is new, and it excites me too. It really makes me really excited to know that it's not new. So it's not that we are testing this product. This product has been tested for over 30 years. So you are in a good hands, okay? So nothing to fear. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Hello, can we go to the next slide? Is Coach Josh here?
I've changed it, Matt. It may take a little while to load.
Okay, I get it now. So before it loads, I would like to tell us that life is all about choices. Life is all about choices. I have actually made up my mind that this month, I'm going to make my money in good thousands, and it takes work, okay? If I had known it's like this, I would have just worked on my own slides to upload it myself. It's okay. So to make thousands, I'd actually given some people around me targets too. If you don't give yourself targets, you might not see yourself pushy, okay? So you need to tell yourself this month, this week, I will not be the same like last week. I will push this business, and not just necessarily this business, but everything around you. Life deals with timing. when you lose a time, you're not going to buy it back. You know, when you lose today, today is never going to come back. All right. So what you do with it matters a lot. So every day counts, every minute counts, every second counts. So as we are in this business, Coach Josh, this is taking really long.
I've already changed it. You're not seeing it on your end. I've changed the slide.
I'm not seeing it. My end is still the same thing. I don't know about others. It's still showing me that's gallon and that's drum. Okay. So am I saying the truth? Is that what we are seeing here? Please, can other people respond?
Yeah. So can you just type in the chat what you're seeing?
Please
so
type in the chat what you are seeing.
Yeah. So we're currently on the all-in-one solution, and then prolongs engine life, reduces wear. So what are you seeing? Yeah. So there must be a problem at your end because it's changed. Yeah, it's changed.
At my end?
Yeah, so it must be your network.
Whoa. So if this is it, maybe you have to take it up.
Okay. So let me
I'm still seeing the drum, the 2 drums and the keg, 30 years. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for jumping to assist at such short notice. But I guess there's some technical difficulties here going on. So let me just jump in at this point then, so that we don't keep our guests hanging. Thank you very much, man.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know why it's not changing at your end.
It's just there. It's okay, go ahead. But okay, right. So.
All right, man. Thank you so much, man. So sorry about the technical difficulties to all our guests. This is the first time that this is happening, but again, it's because of our network in our blessed, beloved Nigeria. One day, all these things shall be behind us. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So there are 4 things that the product will essentially do for you, and one of them is that it will prolong your engine life, like Pastor Git said. And I like to emphasize this point, because one of the fears people have is when you hear, people are kind of careful, skeptical. This thing is going to, when they hear that something can increase how your car is, reduce how your car is using fuel. I hope it's not spoil my engine. That's always the first fear people have. Hope it will not spoil my engine. And in fact, some people don't even bother to ask. So I celebrate everyone that is on this call, because some people just make the assumption that it will damage their engine. So the fact that you're on this call, it means that you are a curious mind. It means that you have the mind of a learner. Because most people will just assume it's bad for my engine and that's it. So one of the things that the product will actually do is it will prolong your engine life and reduce wear, because there's many ingredients that take care of different components of your fuel system and your entire engine. So it's a documented fact. This is not guesswork now. If you have 2 engines that were bought at the same time, used the exact same way, but one engine has FFX running through its fuel system, the other one doesn't have FFX, the one without FFX will age faster than the one with FFX. It's kind of like how you have 2 people who are 40 years old. One person is 40, but is looking like he's 55, because life has showed him pepper. While the other person is 40, yet looking like he's 30, because of the kind of nutrition, living well, self-care, and all of that. So that's exactly what FFX is. FFX is an anti-aging product for your engine, because it's going to clear your carbon deposits, it's going to clean out your engine systems, get rid of varnish, prevents so many different things that it's doing for your vehicle. On the next slide, I'll talk about the ingredients, and you get to see some of those wonderful ingredients. Okay, so so that's the first point that we always like to establish. The next is that it will increase your fuel economy. That's what Nigerians really need now, because it's crazy what we're spending on petrol. It's just insane. It's insensitive. And yes, we know that fuel is expensive everywhere in the world, but there's other things that are working together to help make it something that you can bear, but it's just crazy here. It's insane. So our product is documented. It's going to save you anywhere from 20%, in some cases as much as 45%, 50% increase on your fuel economy. For gas, it's even more than that. We have people who their gas cylinders, like there's some caterers, for example, who their 12.5 cylinder has gone from 2 days to 6 days. Their cylinder will finish every 2 days, and then apply FFX inside of it, and now it's running for 6 days. So that it's massive. It will also reduce harmful emissions, and this is something that most people in Nigeria will not care about. But it's high time you and I began to think of ourselves as being responsible for the health of our planet. It is what each of us is doing individually that becomes the collective. So if everybody in the world put FFX in their cars, in their generators, overnight we will reduce carbon emissions by as much as 33%, just overnight, because this will reduce the amount of emissions, that your engines are producing. And last but not the least, it improves vehicle performance and horsepower. So the energy with which your vehicle moves is like giving your car an energy drink. You step on the accelerator just a little bit, it moves. You step on it, it's surging. It's giving your car more horsepower. It's making your engine, perform better. So one of the things that Caleb, one of our leaders here, expressed when he started using this is that his freezer, whenever he turns on his gen, before his freezer wouldn't cool properly. Now his freezer is freezing things much faster. Another woman shared her experience with us. I don't know if any of you have seen that testimonial video where she said that they are, if they're going to turn on their gen, they will have to put off the fridge first. Otherwise, the gen will just be vibrating, very seriously. But there was a day that they now forgot to turn off the fridge before putting on the gen, and there were no issues. Okay. In Covenant University, when they did their own testing on this product, in the reports that they gave, one of the things that they observed was that the load carrying capacity of the generator that they were testing the product with, this was an old generator bought in 2002. So a very old generator that had gradually become weaker over the years. Its load capacity had reduced. With FFX, that thing picked up again. So it's a fantastic product for your engine any way you choose to look at it. We call it a superfood for your engine. So what are the things inside that make it possible? The game-changing product is the organometallic compound. Now, I'm not a scientist, but I've read a little bit about this. And so this is pure science. If you are a chemist or, you have a science background, you understand this thing. So what it's basically doing is that it's making sure that your fuel, whether petrol or diesel or whatever, is making sure it's being used up more completely to generate power. So, the energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's just converted from one form to another. So fuel is, the combustion process is meant to convert your fuel into mechanical or, electrical energy. But there's always some waste as well. So some of it will help the car power move, but some of it will also come out as smoke, varnish, this, that, right? This is going to ensure that more of your fuel is used up to actually generate energy, actually generate power. Okay, the next is the lubricant. It contains lubricants to keep all the parts of your engine system well lubricated and moving properly. So that means it's going to break down less often. It contains detergents that will clean and maintain all your injectors. I already mentioned this earlier on. So there's a cleaning process. An engine that has FFX in it will be a much cleaner engine. Okay. So I didn't even talk about the fact that your engine oil. So if you have a car that uses FFX, you'll find that your engine oil will take a much longer time before it goes dark. My car is supposed to be due for servicing on the 8th of this month, but my engine oil is still fresh. So I'm not going to be doing that servicing. It's still fresh. My mechanic saw it and it was blown away, So you will need an oil change, whether for your diesel generators, your vehicles, your tractors, whatever it is. You will need an oil change much less frequently because of FFX within your engine systems. It contains polymerization retardants that is going to reduce solids that form in the fuel tank and keep your engine clean, prolonging again the life of all your engine parts. It contains rust and corrosion inhibitors to stop corrosion from happening, which is typical inside fuel tanks, and just so you can just take a look inside your generator, the fuel tank. You see that at the bottom of it, you see rust many times, and that thing will gradually, excuse me, it will gradually begin to block, your fuel system. You have to service your carburetor, have to change it, and all whatnot. This will prevent all that from happening. It also contains demulsifiers, to keep water away from fuel. Contains fuel stabilizers to help with the shelf life of your fuel, especially for people who keep their fuel in storage. So what makes our product different is that, number one, there's many things combined. So it is not an additive like you find at the petrol stations, all those things that they're selling. As a matter of fact, I was even looking online, looking at a lot of all the other additives, injector cleaners and this and that. FFX is not in the category of any of those things, right? You find injector cleaners that you need to pour 300 mils into your car, right? 300 mils into your fuel tank. FFX is a highly concentrated product. What you need is 10 mils for 100 liters. 10 mils for 100 liters. That's a lot of product. Where you need 300 mils for 50 to 70 liters. FFX, you need 10 mils. 10 mils. It's a powerful product. If you want to get what's in FFX, you need to buy like 10 different products. And even if you buy all those 10 different products, it doesn't mean it will still work like FFX, because our formulation is proprietary, it's patented. We have the exclusive rights, to this product. So who can use FFX? If you have a car, motorcycle, a boat, tractor, forklift, as long as it has an engine and uses fuel, you can use FFX. Same thing with cooking gas. So how do you apply it? It's a liquid, so you just pour it into your fuel tank before you fill up. I always recommend doing this at the fuel station if it's for your car. You can also apply this into your kegs, right? So for my generator, I'll buy fuel into my keg, I treat it, and then I apply into my gen as I need. So the important thing is that you are applying the right amount, the right dose. And that's what I will talk about on this slide. On the next slide. How do you apply? What's the dosage? The standard regular dose is 1 mil will treat 100 liters of fuel, whether it's petrol, diesel, or kerosene. 1 mil will treat 100 liters. That's the standard dose. But for the first couple of times when you're introducing this into your car, we're going to double the strength. So instead of using 1 mil to 10 liters, which is ratio 1 to 10, you're going to double the strength. So 2 mil will treat 10 liters. Well, that's now ratio 1 to 5. A simple way that I explain it is, I say whatever amount of fuel you are buying, for the double dose, to know how much FFX you need, divide the amount of fuel by 5. Meaning that if you're with a 100-liter tank, and you want to know, it's the first time you're buying, you want to double dose, how much FFX do I need? Divide your 100 liters by 5, it will give you 20 mils. So 20 mils of FFX is what you're going to apply. If it's a standard dose, divide by 10. I hope that's clearly understood. Now, we see that for cars, you are going to double dose your first 3 tanks. You are double dosing your first 3 tanks. So if you drive a Hilux, that is a 100-liter tank, then you are expecting that after you have treated 300 liters, after 300 liters have been treated with the double strength, then that Hilux has enjoyed 3 double doses for 3 tanks. Now, if you drive the Hilux, which is you have a 100-liter tank, instead of buying 100 liters, you now buy 50 liters per time. That means when you have treated 50 liters twice, when you have treated 100 liters, that's 1 full tank. If you do that again twice, that's 200 liters. You have done 2 full tanks. If you do it again, that's the 3rd time, then you can say you have double dosed your first 3 tanks. So the important thing is that you are double dosing your 3 tanks for your cars, after which you drop down to the regular dose. For your generators, you are double dosing the first 5 tanks. How that is well understood. Next is the 7-tank challenge. I always like to say that your car is 7 tanks away from peak performance. Your car is currently 7 tanks away from peak performance. So we use this to explain the different experiences that people may have when they start using FFX. Because, I mean, from the way we say it, it sounds magical, but it's not magic. It's science and it's process. It's process. Depending on the age of your car, the state of your engine, the amount of build-up, carbon deposits, the amount of cleaning required for the product to do, it would take anywhere from 1 tank to 7 tanks of fuel treated with FFX for you to get to the point of optimal fuel economy. So look at the different lines there. The blue line, that's one experience that people may have. And this is where people apply the product and immediately they see an increase in the fuel economy until it begins to taper off and then it flat lines, at that higher point, right? Some people are going to experience the second line where it will first go up, then come down a bit, and then gradually start to go up. Some people will experience the green line where it looks as if nothing is happening. This was my experience. It looked as if nothing was happening in my car. I drive a Toyota Camry. The first 2 times that I used FFX, double dose. Although to be honest, I didn't double dose properly. I bought 70 liters into my tank. And so if you divide 70 by 5, that's supposed to give you 14 liters. But I actually used, that's supposed to give you 10 mils, right? But I didn't use 10 mils. I used, what I'm saying? Excuse me. 70 liters divided by 5 is supposed to give me 14 mils. So I should have treated with 14 mils, but I treated with 10 mils, which is 1 sachet. I did that the first time, I did that the second time. Very silly of me. Anyway, so my first 2 tanks, I didn't see any increase in my fuel economy. My Camry, from fill up to when my light comes on, I normally drive about 165 to 170 miles, before my light will come on, right? So the first 2 times I used it, I didn't see anything. However, I'm currently on my 3rd treatment, and this time I put the right quantity, Well, so I guess, again, so my issue was because I was at the fuel station and 14 mils, and I had a sachet, so I just put 10 mils and, because I didn't want to put 20 mils. Actually, I should have put 20 mils, but I was doing Ijebu. I wanted to mince my product, but the 3rd time, I just decided to put in I had a bottle, so I did 10 mils, and then I used a syringe. I used a syringe to extract 4 mils, which I put inside the car, And so this time around, I've already driven now. I've driven about almost 130 miles, and my tank is my gauge is just below half tank now. 130 miles is just below half tank, So it's awesome. It's awesome. As in, I'm excited. I can't wait for, I want to see where the fuel will get to. I just cannot wait. It's so exciting. So some people will see it from the very first tank, but typically between 1 to 7 tanks, is what you need. So don't start evaluating too early. If it doesn't work on the first tank, second tank, understand that the cleaning process is ongoing and, stay committed to it. You are the one that will benefit from it, on the long run. So don't be like me. Don't underdose. It's better to overdose a little than to do Ijebu. You are the one trying to save money, so don't be penny wise and then pound foolish. Can you imagine the presenter who has been teaching you people? And even myself, I was anyway. So this is a testimonial that I like to share because it's a very remarkable one, and it's the one for Covenant University. So they've been using our products since 2016 when it was under a different label. So this product was actually owned by a different company years ago, and Covenant was using it back then. For some reason, the company left Nigeria and they came back last year. The moment they heard that it was back, again, they embraced it and started to buy. In fact, they buy in huge quantities. Covenant buys, Landmark buys. Landmark buys more than Covenant because Covenant now has turbines. So they generate most of their power, but they still use generators to some degree. So at Covenant University, they were using 3,000 liters of diesel per day. And FFX helped them to drop that down to 2,232 per day, saving them 768 liters per day and over 23,000 liters per month. So when you look at the cost of what they were spending around 4 million on FFX, spending 4 million, but saving up to 14 million. That's why they continue to buy. They continue to buy. Their last purchase was in June. Before then, they bought in December, and they buy in huge quantities. They actually buy the kegs, 12 kegs, 15 kegs. That's how they buy. You're spending millions on the product, So how much does the product go for? It goes for 6,000 naira for the 10 ml sachet. Some people hear 6,000 and they're like, it's too expensive. But again, Warren Buffett says price is what it costs. Value is what you get. The poor always focus on price. The wealthy focus on value. Have you noticed, for example, that in Africa, for example, people who if you buy things in bulk, you end up saving money, right? So if you are buying milk, all those smaller sachets, all the smaller single-serve things, you're actually robbing yourself, But when you buy it in bulk, you're actually saving money. So, this product is 6,000 naira. But the point I'm making is, so at our facility, for example, if we spend 6,000 naira on this product, it saves us between 18,000 naira to 20,000 naira in petrol savings. So a question that the CEO always used to ask, is that if you could go to an ATM and put in 6,000 naira, and it will now give you back 18,000 naira, how long would you stand in front of that ATM? If you can put in 6K into an ATM and then it gives you back 18K, how long will you stand in front of that machine? Of course, you will stand there forever. Okay, look at those, like the caterers, for example. Somebody in our team sold to some caterers. One of those women who I said would use one gas cylinder every 2 days. And now her gas cylinder is lasting her 6 days. So with 1 meal, 2 meals of FFX, 2 meals is costing like around 1,000 naira, less than 1,000 naira actually, but let's even call it 1,000 naira, right? Let's call it 1,000 naira. Or let's call it 1,200, which is buying at retail. Okay, 1,200 naira. And it's saving her, so she would have bought in 6 days, she would have bought 3 gas. She would have filled up her gas 3 times. So she would have spent 7,500 in 3 places. But because she's spending 1,200 naira, let's even call it 2,000. Because she's spending, if the guy is selling to her at 1,000 per meal and selling 2 meals to her, 2 meals is saving her 15,000 naira. Because gas, how much is gas in Lagos? I don't know how much it is. In Ibadan, gas is 7,500. So if she's spending 2,000 naira to save 15,000 naira, that's 10,000 naira profit. That's massive. It's massive. So people, I just try to tell people, don't look at how much you're spending. Number 1, look at how much it's going to save you. And number 2, look at what it's going to do for your engine. Okay, you're going to spend less on that engine. The engine is going to last longer. Maintenance cost will be reduced. Your oil change will reduce. Servicing will be reduced. So it's really too good to ignore. It's too good to ignore. So this is how much it costs. And I put the dollar figures, but our current exchange rate is 880. So you can just take a screenshot of this. So if you want to save money, maybe you're not so interested, but for those of us who make money from this, we're paid in dollars here. We're paid in dollars. And I emphasize it, there's nothing as good as earning in dollars. When you have an economy such as ours, and it's just so amazing how in less than 60 days, so many people, hundreds of people are earning every week from this business. People are earning $100, $500, $1,000, $3,000, up to even $7,000. So it's really beautiful. It's really very powerful. I'm gonna maybe at this point, let me just allow for a few people to share some of their experiences. So Caleb, you're on the call. Can you just quickly, talk to us? What has been your experience using the FFX product? And what some of the feedback that you've also gotten from people in the field using the product?
All right, good evening. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'll just share very quickly. When I heard about it, of course, I was also like, it sounded too good to be true, even though I had heard from reliable sources and so many testimonials, but I had to try it myself. All right, there's nothing like your personal testimony. So I got it into my generator. First time I used it was on 10 liters, which usually takes me about 9 hours, some rare occasions, maybe 10 hours. I put 2 mils of FFX inside it and I tracked it. I have the records. I've done a video about it. And that first trial took me for 12 hours, 44 minutes before it finished. Then the second time I put 15 liters, which was supposed to take me about 14, max 15 hours. I put 3 mils of FFX inside that, and then that took me for about 20 hours, 18 minutes. Right now, my 15 liters is taking me for more than 21, about 22 hours as against what it used to be before 14, 15. So, that's why nobody can come and tell me that FFX doesn't work. I'll tell you, well, I don't know what you are doing or how you're using it. For me, a brother of mine I introduced it to in church as well. He put it in his jet. He bought 10,000 naira fuel, and he says that usually takes him for 3 days. And that's how he does it every week. 10,000 for 3 days, he buys again. But he put FFX inside it, and that same amount of fuel took him for 7+ days, all right, on his fuel. The last one I will share was a professor in University of Port Harcourt. I'd introduced FFX to him, and he decided to try it. At first he was reluctant, but then his car started giving him issues, and he said he thinks it is bad fuel. When I heard that, I said, thank God. I said, sir, before tomorrow, if you put this thing now, you'll see that this problem is gone. He said, am I sure? I said, yes. So he got 3 sachets of FFX. He put 1 sachet into his tank, and he filled up his tank. This was on Wednesday. By Saturday, I saw him again. He attended the same church. I said, sir, how is your experience? He said, man, that thing works. He said, I tried 2 full bottles of injector cleaner that I'll put inside. No difference. His mechanic recommended that to him. But the moment he put FFX inside his generator, the thing was running smoothly as if his car never had a problem. So these are the testimonies that we see from FFX every day. I encourage everyone, get it, use it, and save yourself for money and help others to save money as well. Over to you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sure if we decide to open up the chat, we'll have so many people, that will have different experiences to share with us. But because of I'm going to be stopping at this point with the product. We actually have a YouTube channel where you can watch. Must one use a full sachet on the full tank? I already talked about the dosage, so please, if you didn't get it, watch one of the videos on our YouTube channel to get the correct dosage, or just take a screenshot of this page. Take a screenshot of the dosage page and how to use it. Take a screenshot of that page to get how to use it. I'll drop the link to the YouTube channel, so you can just go there and feed your eyes on the multiple testimonials that you find on that page. Several testimonials on the YouTube channel. They keep coming in every day. So like we always say, our product is not on trial. The product is not on trial. It's right now, Uber drivers, interstate drivers, so many people are sharing experiences right now. So I will just drop that, but please don't exit. Just copy the link so that you have the link to the video, to the channel. So, but don't go away, stay in the meeting. But there's a lot of information on that channel. You have more than enough stuff on that channel to help you make a good decision with regard to using FFX, or even to push even to push the business. Yeah. So I don't know if we have one of our top leaders here with on the call tonight, Mr. Derrinde Oluwode. He's one of our fastest growing partners. For some reason, I cannot find him. Okay, so let's quickly look at the business, and what FFX can do for you when you decide to share this with other people. For me, when I saw this, I have sold different things in my life, but I've never had a product that did not discriminate. There are some shops you go to, and you know that my time never come. So you just go in, you just look, and you go out. And you keep believing God. So if you are selling clothes have levels. If you are selling perfumes, it has levels. If you are selling shoes, there are levels. Whatever, wristwatches, there's the China, there are the replicas, and then there's the real, authentic. Even in cars, same thing. Some people are driving Toyotas, some are driving Tokumbo, some are driving fairly used, some are driving very used, some are driving brand new. So different segments of the market is that, but when it comes to fuel, please tell me, are there any categories in Nigeria? Are there any categories? As you are listening to the presentation, how many people do you think need this product? Who are the potential target markets? Who are the possible people that you think will need to save on that the FFX can help? Just type it in the chat, if you're flowing with me. Just type it. Everyone, everyone needs it. So whether rich, whether poor, everybody needs it. So when you have a product that makes you able to bring value to everyone, if you're able to maximize that opportunity, if you're able to really, run with it, you can make crazy money. Today, a police officer in the UK, I was privileged to talk to a very senior ranking police officer in the UK who is about to retire, and somebody shared my, income with him. And he said, what? In a third world country? It's a lie, it must be a scam. His police senses came out. So he wanted to speak to me directly. So that person called me and said, please, I told this person about you. I told him that you made this in the business, blah, 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 blah. And he's saying it's a lie, is this, is that, is this, that. Can you please come on the call and talk with him, and can you show him, blah, blah. So we had a conference call, The guy was blown away. That what? You mean in Nigeria, third world country, people are making this kind of money? I said, sir, it's oil and gas. It's not because I'm anything special. I said it's the product, it's oil and gas. It doesn't discriminate. Everybody needs it. And this is somebody who spent his early years growing up in Nigeria, so he knows a lot of highly placed people, governors, all kinds of people. And you think, such a person, but he's interested in the business and he's coming on board, So if you want to make extra money from this thing, people are cashing out. People are making massive amounts of money from this thing, and you don't have to be doing it full time. Your customers are all over. They are in your church, they are on your street. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. So let me show you how you can make money from this. And then this is one of the things that we are most excited about. So there are two ways you can join. If all you want to do is save money, at this point, you can just get back to whoever invited you, tell them to give you their link and create a customer account. So you can create a customer account for free. What will a customer account give you? It will give you access to be buying the products at wholesale. The customer account will give you access to buy the products at wholesale. But if you refer other customers, the company will reward you sometimes with free products, right? Sometimes when they have promos, you enjoy some of the promos and discount offerings, but that's all. You'll never earn a dime from the business if you create a customer account. However, if you want to take advantage of the business opportunity, you can also create a business account for free. So you sign up as an affiliate, and signing up as an affiliate now opens you to a world of massive opportunity. Honestly, I give God thanks for this opportunity. I give God thanks, because if this thing was not in such, because whenever rich people hear about this thing, the first thing that comes to their mind is, how can they become the sole owner of this thing? How can they become there are people who, if they had access to this product, they want to be the sole owner, bringing it into the country, then everybody's buying from them. They just create another, income stream for themselves, billions. But the business model allows you and I to come in with small money, just small money, and yet you can earn so much. You can earn so much from it. The oil and gas sector has, so in case you don't know, the very first billionaire in history, John D. Rockefeller, made his money from oil and gas. J. Paul Getty, oil and gas. And our own Dangote, who is one of the wealthiest men in the world, has now even ventured into oil and gas, because this is a sector that is so germane to human existence. There are people who sell supplements for it. I talked about perfume, I talked about other things. Luxury goods. This is not a fad, it's not a trend, it's a necessity. And when you build your income around necessities, you can be sure that you will have income for a long time. If your business is built around a trend or a fad, you may make money for some time, but after, you stop making money. But as long as we are not yet moving to electric cars in Nigeria, as long as we don't have lights in Nigeria, right? People are going to need to move from point A to point B. Even if everybody starts using a CNG to power their vehicles, our product is still relevant. So this is so powerful. So let's look at some of the numbers. In Nigeria, 40 million liters of petrol are consumed every day. I just want to show you how big the opportunity is and why we're even sharing it with you. Because there's a thinking that if something is so good, why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Because the market is too big that one person cannot take the market. So it only makes sense for me to share with Caleb, for Caleb to share with other people, so that together we can seize the market, and then we can all, make money together. So the daily consumption of PMS in Nigeria is 40 million liters as of, June. 40% of Nigerian households are, using generators, and almost 100% of businesses. So let's look at how much FFX does Nigeria need. If everybody buying petrol knew about FFX, the assumption is they would want to use FFX. So diesel is not considered here. So I'm just showing you the possibility if it was only the petrol market we captured, right? So based on 40 million liters of daily consumption, if the standard dose, how much FFX will they need to treat 40 million liters? It's 4 million mils of FFX. So the monthly demand is 120 million mils. 4 million per day times 30 days is 120 million mils. This is what the Nigerian market currently needs to treat all the PMS used in Nigeria. What this means is that if we're able to actually capture the entire market, we'll be making 42 billion naira every month. Now, it will be difficult to capture the whole market, but if we capture just half of the petrol market, that means we'll make 21 billion. But when you now add diesel to it, we can actually make 42 billion every month. Hey, this thing is sweet my belly. This is why I'm so excited. This is why I always give God thanks and give God praise. Say, God, thank you, I'm hearing about this thing now, not next year, when we would have reached mass adoption. The business, the different stages of the business cycle, the pioneer stage, then the early adopter stage, then the mass adoption stage, then you get to the point of saturation, okay, and then stability, So imagine that you are hearing about this now. Subsidy was removed just 2 months ago. Many Nigerians don't yet know about this thing. Do you see why our belly is sweet us? People, in less than 60 days, some people are making $2,000. Some are making 3,000. Some are making, not everybody is making thousands yet. Depends on how you decide to drive it. But some have made $7,000. Some have made $500. And we have not even started. Do you see why? Oh God, by December. Anyway, our goal between now and December is to be at a point where we're doing, I think we're going to have to review this figure, because from what I'm looking at, guys, we can do a whole lot more than 10 billion. Let's think about it. In the last 60 days, we've done close to 80 million in volume in less than 60 days. With all the challenges that we've had, we've done close to 80 million in business volume with all the challenges that we've had, and we are only just getting started. We are only just getting started. So we can actually exceed our goal, because when you look at the exponential rate of growth, we can hit 10 billion and exceed it. So the question is, would you like to be part of this? Would you like to take market share with us? Because it's really about taking market share. The moment I heard about this thing, I knew it would fly. I knew people need this thing. And the question was, how fast can we hit the market? So if you come on board, you want to be an affiliate, you can decide to retail the product, just buying and selling. Once you created your affiliate account, you can now be buying the thing at wholesale, right? So if you're buying the sachets, you can make 2,000 naira profits on each sachet. And so depending on the networks you have, your distribution models, maybe you can even sell online, run ads, what have you. You can decide that every month, maybe your own target is just to be selling 1,000 sachets. And that's so minute when you look at the need, the demand. You can easily do that in just one small area of your state, just one small neighborhood. You can actually exceed that, So some people are doing retailing. Another thing you can do is just to connect customers. That's another thing you can do here. So with your link, once you create your account, you are given a unique link that is unique to only you. You can begin to share that link. If you wanted, you could share it on your social media, but you can also walk up to organizations. We have business proposals that we have structured, well laid out for you. You can walk up to organizations, churches, hotels, hospitals, whatever, anywhere that you even feel. And if you're a person of influence, like you're a pastor. I was talking with a pastor today that, look, why don't we do a pastor's business conference? Well, she was the idea that we can do a pastor's business conference. Invite other pastors, show them the opportunity, and they just among themselves. So churches will create their account using your own account. And every time they are buying directly, so once they create their customer account because they want to access the product at wholesale. That's the whole idea. The company wants us to get them customers that will create accounts with them. But because you are the one that used your link, now they are buying at wholesale directly from the company, but you are getting a commission every time they buy. Whatever they buy in dollar terms, you make about 20% minimum. When you come on board as an executive. I'm going to show you that shortly. So some people can just do that. And with that, you've created a passive income source for yourself, a passive income stream. You use your link. So, okay, like the person that signed up Covenant and Landmark University, anytime they are buying, they buy 10 million naira and above of the product. Every time they buy, he always gets 2 million plus as his own commission whenever they place their orders. So imagine that you have a number of hotel chains, restaurant chains, schools, churches, hospitals, whatever, that have used your link and they are now buying using your link every month. This one is buying this amount this month, this one is buying next month, like that. That's money coming to you every month for work that you did just one time. It's powerful, it's beautiful. And then the third thing you can do is you can leverage through team building. This is where you get to really make the big money, because this is where you now start to really build a massive business. And the whole idea of leverage is a concept that business owners understand. Every business owner, knows that there's a limit to what he can do himself, but he can leverage the expertise, the wisdom, the efforts of other people, okay, in order to grow and achieve his vision. So our business allows you to do that. So let's say you are in the city of Lagos And because of your own busy schedule, maybe you have a full-time job, right? You're an accountant or you're a doctor. You decided, okay, I'll share with my other colleagues who own hospitals. They create their own accounts, but because you're a busy professional yourself, there's a limit to how many you can expose per month. But if you decided to now get on board other affiliates, people who also want to make money, right? Whether they are there in your state or they're in other states, as they also begin to take their own market share, because they will be part of your organization, you can also get to earn a fraction for yourself as well. And this fraction I'm saying, it begins to compound and it's in dollars and it's powerful. So coming on board as an affiliate to make money, you can either come on board with a builder pack or you can come on board with the executive pack. I'll just run through this very briefly. Now, what's the difference between the builder and the executive? If you come on board as an executive, you make more money for the same effort. So do you want to make more for your labor or do you want to make less? For the same effort, you are paid more simply because you came on board as the executive. So let's start from, so let's just look at a few differences. When you come on board as a builder, if you see it, there are 16 sachets. So the builder pack will give you 16 sachets. Cost $74 and in Naira like 65K. The executive pack will give you 36 sachets, okay, and that's like 141,000 Naira. Now look at the retail value here. If you retail here, you're going to make a lot more profits than on the builder pack, but that's not even where it gets sweet. Look at the bonuses, okay? So let's say you brought in a customer who decided to purchase a pack, for their business. As an executive, you earn 50% on customers that you bring on board. As a builder, you earn 30%. So you brought a customer on board, but when they want to pay you, they will first of all check your rank. Oh, this person is a builder. We're paying him 30% on volume. Oh, this one is an executive. We're paying him. The money that was paid to the company has already entered. So let's say they came in with a million naira, they bought $1 million worth of products. You are the one that gave them the link. Oh, the $1 million don't enter company account, but they check your own rank. Oh, this is a builder, will pay him at the level of 30%. As an executive, will pay him at the level of 50%. So what do you prefer, to earn 30% or 50%? Of course, it makes more. It's the same work you did, right? Look at the Jumpstart bonuses. The Jumpstart bonus is the bonus they pay for business partners. Whenever business partners come on board, whatever they buy in the first month. Again, so you bring in someone that wants to do the business, they buy their pack. When the computer is doing the calculation for your commission, it's checking, oh, you are a builder, you'll be paid 30%. It's an executive, will be paid 50%. But now look at the difference. Builders will only earn on their level 1 for any business partners that they bring on board. However, look at the executives. Executives, first of all, are earning 50% on their level 1. Level 1 is those that you personally introduced, that you showed them the opportunity and they said, let's partner up. I love this. So you're earning 50% on level 1. But on level 2, you're still going to earn 10%. So the person you introduced, he also decided to share with other people. That's your level 2. Okay? The people on level 2 share with other people. That's level 3. Level 3, level 4. So executives will earn on 4 levels. Builders will earn on only 1 level. What do you prefer, to earn on 1 level or to earn on 4 levels? Tell me, what do you prefer, to earn on 1 level or to earn on 4 levels? What do you prefer? Of course, it makes more sense to earn on 4 levels. Now, so let's quickly look at some examples. Okay, some dollar, and I'll choose the executive pack. So just look at the table on the right-hand side of the screen. Let's ignore the one on the left, okay? So how much would you earn on an executive pack, for example, if somebody bought an executive pack? If somebody bought an executive order, right? Oh, so I should even mention, the beautiful thing about this business is even when you are yet to buy anything, you can still get paid. So if you look at the screen here, so look at the table on the right. right? Where you have first level $18. Do you see it? So this unranked, this is for people that have not bought anything. They only created their free account. So you created your free account, you started sharing your link. Somebody created an account with your link, and then they bought an executive order. Because you are here to buy anything, you have not spent a dime. You just created free account. The system checks, oh, this guy is here to buy anything, and they pay you $18, which is like 15,000 naira. So somebody spends about 130,000, they pay you 15,000. If you are a builder, they check, oh, this person is on builder, they'll pay you $21. If you're executive, when the system says, oh, he's an executive, they pay you $36. Do you see that? But that's for the people that buy executives, that you were the one that referred them. If the people you referred also referred somebody else who bought an executive, that's your level 2, you are earning $7.2. If the guys on your second level referred other people to their level 3 who bought executive, you are earning $5.7. On your level 4, $3.6. On a monthly basis, right now, there are people who are earning excess of 200, 300. I was talking to somebody on Thursday. I saw what she's going to earn this Thursday. You know, she's earning $338 that she will be paid just from the orders that people are buying, just from this jumpstart bonus. You know, so these are the 8 ways that you get paid, right? I mean, imagine we're less than we're just about 60 days old. This woman I was talking to, she's just about 45 days old, and already her income is already nearing 2 million. And there are several cases like that. It's a beautiful business, and it's because, again, the product is so amazing and there's such a high demand for the product. You know, so if you are selling something else, there's nothing wrong in adding this to what you are selling. You know, there's no point just fixating your mind. Say, I no go agree. With or without it, people are going to buy this product. You know, and it's just good that we're real with ourselves. This is a winning product. It doesn't need too much talk. It doesn't need too much story. You know, so you can add this to whatever you are selling. Clothes, fine. But you can still share this. You yourself, you need it. But people that you also know, they need it. So why not use your link? Tell them they create their account with your link. Whenever they start buying, you start getting paid. Don't you need, we all need more money, but to different degrees. Some people need extra 500. Some people need 5 million. Some people are looking for 50 million. You just choose your level and begin to share. So the 8 ways we get paid, the customer acquisition bonus is what I just explained. Whenever if customers come on board and they buy an executive pack, I showed you what you stand to earn. Yeah, the same with the jumpstart bonus. The jumpstart and the customer acquisition is calculated the same way. The only difference is just the name. One is payment for customers that you refer. The other one is commission for affiliates that you refer. Now, every product that is ordered carries some points attached to it. So for example, the executive order carries 90 points. So anyone who is buying an executive pack, as they are buying the pack, the system will calculate 90 points within your organization. So if you have 10 people who are buying such a pack, that's 900 points that will be counted for you. If you have 12, that's 1,080. The moment the points cross 1,000 in a calendar month, you'll be on the 1K rank. When it crosses 5,000, you're on 5K. When it crosses 10,000, you're on 10K. Like that, all the way to what we call master. When you hit 1K, you get $100 bonus. When you hit it for the first time, it's called the rank bonus. It's paid one time. When you hit 5K, you're going to get a $500 bonus. Now, the month is still young. So many of you listening to this now, if you actually begin to share this and you take advantage of all the tools that we have, you can actually hit your 5K, you know, in this month, in the next 2 weeks, as a matter of fact, you know. So, and the good thing about it is, like, if you hit 5K this month, they're going to pay you the $100 for 1K, but they also pay you the $500 for 5K. If you hit 10K this month, they'll pay you the $1,000 for 10K. They'll pay you the 100 for 5K. They'll pay you they'll pay you the 500 for 5K. They'll pay you the 100 at the same time. Somebody's asking, how can I register? Well, I love your spirit. You're not even waiting for the end of the presentation. So just ask whoever invited you. I love that spirit. You know, there are some things that you don't waste time about. So whoever invited you to come and check out this Zoom call, ask them to send you their sign-up link. So you create your own account. When you are choosing, choose the affiliate account. In 1 minute, you create your account in less than a minute, and you are good to go. Okay. So tell them to share their link with you. So that's the rank bonus. Next one is the binary bonus. Again, this one also works with the points. So as you are referring people, the system will allow you to place them on either your left side or your right side. So as you are doing that every month, so as they are buying their products, all the people on your right side, the points will be counting. All the people on your left, the points will be adding up. At the end of the month, the system will look at the side with the smaller side, with the smaller amount of points from all the purchases on that side, and will pay you a percentage. So builders will earn 10% on that smaller side. Executives will earn 15%. Again, you want to make sure that you are earning 15% and not 10%. So by being an executive, you can enjoy that. And this thing is paid every month. And trust me, this is the real money in this business. This is the real money. One of my friends was sharing with me. So for last month, he made a little over 2 million from just this binary commission alone. Our business has produced a woman, Jenna Zwegel, and this company is still a young company, but she currently makes $1,050,000 US every month from this binary commission. The company so right now, this company actually has the most generous pay plan in all the industry, in the entire industry of network marketing. We have the check matching, which I'm going to skip, and I'll move to the global pool bonus. So the global pool, you can also begin to enjoy this one, from this week, from this very week. Okay. For every 4 people that you bring on board who are buying a builder pack and above, okay. For every 4, for anybody you are bringing on board, you are earning your direct referral, which we call Jumpstart. But for every multiple of 4, you are entitled to 1 share. 1 share is about $45 to $50. So for every 4, you get a share. If you get 8, 2 shares, 12, 3 shares. So you bring 4 between, this month, you're going to be paid an extra $45 to $50. So my advice, come on board, bring 20 if you can. Bring 24. If you bring 24, that's 6 shares. It's a very, very powerful and sweet business. We have what we call the monthly rank bonus. So after you've hit your rank the first time and you get the one-time payout, then on a monthly basis, they continue to pay you for maintaining your rank. So you maintain your 1K and they'll pay you $50. You maintain your 5K, they pay you $150. You maintain your 10K, they pay you $250. You maintain 25K, they pay you $500. You maintain 50K, they pay you $1,000, all the way to master affiliates, where they pay you as much as $100,000 US, which is where, by the grace of God, some of us have our eyes set on it. And the Nigerian market has more than enough, to deliver this for hundreds, if not thousands of people. And again, thank God we're not even restricted to Nigeria. Right now, our teams are growing, and you can share your link. I told you I was talking with a police officer in the UK. There are actually many products that the company has. We're just focusing on FFX for Nigeria at this time because of the fuel subsidy. But it's huge. It's actually a beautiful business. Last but not the least is what we call the customer mastery bonus. The company pays you for all the customers that are within your structure. For all the customers that are within your structure. Okay? So if you have 5,000 in customer volume, whether you're the one that invited them or other people invited them, you get a bonus for that. So you can earn from $250 to as much as $20,000. Am I seeing well? Yeah, $20,000 for all the customer purchases that happen within your organization. So this is our CEO, young guy, he's in his early 30s. This product that you guys are seeing tonight was the same product he saw that helped him to become a multi-millionaire a few years ago. So come on board, and decide what you want to do in your first month. You can decide to go 1K, you can decide to go 5K, you can decide to go 10K. If you do 1K, you'll be earning somewhere around 400 to 600,000 naira, thereabouts, depending on how you choose to go about it. If you do 5K, you'll be earning anywhere in the neighborhood of $1 million plus. If you do 10K, you can be sure that you'll be earning upwards of 2 million, and all this you can do in your first month. We've had people who have done that, so it's something that you can also do. And you can even do even much more. We had somebody who did 25K in his first month. Even people have done it in 1 week. There's not, that if you do it, they won't query you to say, why are you moving so fast? Small. You want, it's it's as fast as you want to go. It's really as fast as you want to go. Our team leader, Robert Hollis, he has made over $5 million from this business in about almost 5 years of doing this. And he's the one who is mentoring us. And, by the grace of God, so far he has helped 67 people to make over $1 million. So we call him the Millionaire Maker. He's helped 67 people make over $1 million. Can you imagine having such a legacy? Most people make their money, but they don't want to share with other people how they made it. But this man has a different spirit. He has helped 67 people make over $1 million. So he's going to be around this month, and he's going to be doing a training called the Millionaire Creation Formula. You want to make sure that you are sitting in this training. Okay? You want to make sure you are in this training. And the minimum requirement is that you are a 1K leader and above. So come on board, and you can even do 1K in a week. It's just 12 people buying the executive pack. So you have a choice to make. And yeah, I'll be ending with this quote that says, you may be born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your choices. When I saw this thing, I knew I had a choice to make. And I'm so glad I made the right choice, because it's already paying off, not just for me, but for so many people that I've shared this with. In less than 60 days, at least we've had, in the month of July, we had about 20 plus people that crossed the 1K rank. The month of August is even going to be more spectacular. September will be amazing. October, November, oh my God, people are going to have a sweet Christmas. I can't wait for, the retreats that we're going to have shortly, and it's just a beautiful thing when you are making money, but all the people around you are winning as well. It's not just you making money, but everybody around you is also making money. So thank you for being with us on the call tonight. Get back to whoever invited you, ask them to give you their sign-up link so that you can create your account immediately. Now you can actually make your payment, through the bank, but we have faster ways to get your orders processed. So so just get back to whoever invited you so that they can help you place your order. You can do it this night, and then give about 5 to 7 days, to get your product delivered to you. So thank you everyone for being on the call with us tonight. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. If you're also not in any of the groups, if you've made your payment, make sure that you are in the leadership group so that you are getting updates on time. Make sure that you also have the links to the Telegram channels where all the training and resources and testimonials and all of those things are. If the person who signed you on doesn't share with you, ask them for who signed them on so that you have access to information from the source. So thank you very much, and let's have a beautiful, beautiful night. This meeting is going to hold again this same time tomorrow. So we look forward to having you on the call tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.